Hello, it's Dr. Palermo, and the purpose of this video is to be clear about my expectations for the CIIP Part A. The CIIP, the Curriculum and Instruction Improvement Plan, I hope that you're thinking about all four parts of the plan. Overall, it is an audit of the curriculum instruction and assessment in a district, and it is this is the first part to get a snapshot of teaching and learning in your district. And well, I'm going to go through a version of the rubric and talk about an outline that I've created. I did use the 7th edition APA style, though I suggest that you check that as far as the headings and the correct placement and italics or not. But this is an outline that I created to show you what I'll be looking for when I'm reading your CIIP Part A Comprehensive Needs Assessment. So I've highlighted portions of the descriptors from the rubric that I'll be looking for, and I tried to clarify in some cases, and I hope that the video will help to clarify just what these pieces mean. This is not the full rubric. You can assess, you can look at that, access that at the Blackboard site. This version will be there as well. But again, I want to get us started talking about the expectation for your CIP. And this is a revision of this product. We can make it even better with your feedback following your submission of your version of the CIIP. If there are pieces that are not clear now, I hope that I'm starting the conversation so that we can clarify them prior to your submission of the CIIP. So you need to do an overview. Whenever you're beginning a written document like this, give us an idea of where you're going. You also need to clarify the rationale and purpose of conducting a CNA. Well, the purpose is in part because we told you have to do it. But curriculum and instruction leaders in districts want to know the current state of affairs, and you're going to start doing that by looking at the student performance data, student learning data. And I'll say more about that in the third portion, but this first part is an introduction, and it should be an overview that does also include a description of your team. Tell us who is on your team and why. That's part one. Part two is the target population. Now, I've been in conversation with Dr. Roth about this and tried to get her ideas and thoughts about it. The target population is either the whole district or a portion of the district. And if it's not going to be the whole district, then please tell us why. For instance, in some very large districts like Wake or Charlotte-Mecklenburg, simply the size may make an audit difficult. And if there are regional divisions, or if the data is accessible and broken out by elementary or EC, some of those areas might be targets for your whole district. If the target is EC students, all EC students, or all elementary students, and you can access data to complete your CIIP with that subset of the district, a target population, fine. Also, if your district has a strategic plan that targets a particular population, go with that. Please don't. You should use data that is accessible and available to you. You do not go out and create new data here. So in part three, what kind of student learning data are we talking about? EOG scores, EOC scores, benchmark scores, proficiency scores. You might have had a district audit that is an accreditation survey, a program evaluation from an outside agency. All of these things would be great evidences to include in your student learning data. If there's a strategic plan, if there's an accreditation report, that's the kind of stuff that you can include. Do not go out looking for more data. If you start with a district report card, have district TWC data, this is all good. And you should do some analysis of strengths and weaknesses. The next portion of the CIIP Part A is asking about district professional learning opportunities related to teaching and learning. Is there a PD calendar? Are there priorities, or is there a professional development plan in the district, and to analyze that plan? Is it aligned, if there is a PD plan, is it aligned with district goals or target areas? And next, are there district concerns? Here is where you would complete a SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats is a tool that you can use to try to analyze district concerns, strengths, and weaknesses. You also do want to spend some time leading your group in an analysis of root causes. We can talk some more about how to do this, but if you are aware of a fishbone diagram, sometimes called in quality circles an Ishikawa, a fishbone diagram is a way to try to get at root causes. And ask me, and we'll talk about fishbone diagrams and other quality tools that you can use to lead the group to try to identify some root causes and to prioritize those root causes and with the needs and concerns in the district. This, we hope, will provide you with some opportunities for improvement and tying that to research. If you determine that that literacy is low in elementary schools and that training teachers to improve literacy through sight words is the way to improve, and is that backed up with research, and are you communicating those recommendations? Now, you'll be asked to make recommendations in Part 2 and 3, Parts B and C of the CIIP. So in terms of communicating these recommendations, I would recommend, and Dr. Roth concurs, that we take recommendations from Parts 1, 2, and 3 and combine them, probably in Part C, since it chronologically comes last. We are going to be looking for APA, and more will be said about APA and spelling and grammar. You are in graduate school, and writing in the appropriate style and tone and voice will help prepare you for your dissertation. That's the CIIP Part A. And again, this is an outline that I created. Go to the Blackboard site to check out the full rubric for the CIIP, which gives you much more detail about what is expected and what makes the difference between proficient and accomplished. Thank you. Again, I hope this has begun the conversation about the CIIP. Please ask, and I'll try to clarify additionally. Thanks.